White House poems. I may never spit a poem at the White House, and I'm okay with that. In fact, I think I'd rather that. To not be faced with the quandary of acquiring white gloves and veneers, but if my peers hear me and are moved, then I'm more than cool with that. If they move like protest shoes, hips at basement parties, or like souls to Christ, I just might be all right. If they move like spinning tops on New York sidewalks or foot stomps in storefront sanctuaries, if they move like mama making away every bill cycle, then my words on pages and stages are justified. I may never spit a poem at the White House, but the one on Carpenter Street where Miss Liz fed my voice to me right off Pennsylvania Ave, a little ways from 1600, but her service was no secret. There was family and fellowship and generations of laughter. And if my people hear inheritance in my orations, then I can do with outstanding ovations from figureheads and lawmakers, you know, the ones that don't like our kind moving too much. Make too much noise and here's a mural. Now shut up. You don't really think you matter, do you? I may never spit a poem there, but if I stand on my square and someone sheds their fear from the battery pack in my raps, then that's movement I'm cool with. Move like Sonia in Core, or The Nation, or Amherst, or Rutgers, or Philadelphia. Move like Grandma Catherine's leg when Liquor House Blues came on, or like that feeling inside when I heard I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain, through static of an analog box in her kitchen. Move like mama's myeloma in remission, or like dad's hands on conga or djembe or bongo before the radiation, before the removal of his lymph nodes. There was tumbao, bolero, and wan wan ko. Move like head nods to poetry over kick and snare, boom and bap. If I could provoke movement like that, then what do I care about a White House, especially when they don't care about mine? Move like Motown and the James Jamerson bass line. Move like Debbie Allen, Alvin Ailey and them. Move like your soul to the timbre of a Donnie or Mahalia tune. Move like the electric slide at family reunions. Move like mountains when minds are put to it. When backs are against walls, when heads come together, our movements cause change, so our movements cause fear. Ask Greenwood Tulsa or Osage Ave. Ask Lake Lanier. I may never spit a poem at the White House. In fact, I probably never will. But if my voice can cause stillness in the midst of chaos, when the world is burning around us and the only peace is within, even that's a struggle sometimes. But if we can pause to receive the message from God that we are enough, and we are beautiful, and we are enough, and we are powerful, and we are enough, and we are more than an invitation to pomp and circumstance or the facade that we are welcome in their home. My poems are more than pentameter and prose. My performance is more than merely a show. It's words of affirmation, exorcism of pain, celebration of life, provocation for change. It is love, determination, hope. It is my duty as a poet to evoke, to stoke the emotional fire in the people I hold close. And I don't need an inauguration to do so.